I guess the best place to start when giving an introduction would be where I'm from. I'm originally from New Jersey. New Brunswick was where I was born. I spent the first 9 years of my life in northern New Jersey. I then moved down to southern/central New Jersey in a town called Manahawkin, not too far from the beach. So I got to grow up doing a lot of surfing, really enjoyed it. When I was 18, I decided that I just had enough in New Jersey, so I joined the active duty Air Force. And after basic training in tech school, they sent me to Charleston, South Carolina. I became a C-17 crew chief. I spent 4 years active duty before I was forced out due to manning cuts. I then went into the reserves where I stayed activated for a few more years. I cross-trained into hydraulics, spent a few more years activated before I landed a DoD civilian job working full-time on C-17s. I enjoyed the airframe, but I realized quickly that working DoD aviation maintenance just wasn't for me, so I went and got my A&P. In the process of getting my A&P, I had the opportunity to work with a aviation race team. We race a P-51 Mustang that's heavily modified in the Reno Air Races. We also have some smaller F-1 aircraft that race a world circuit. We actually won the championship last year with one of our aircraft. And, I just loved doing that, so I realized maybe that's where I need to be. So my wife landed a job in Florida, and before I had a job, we just decided to pack up and move. I had impressed some people in South Carolina apparently, because once they heard I was down there, some phone calls got made, and I ended up landing a job working for Pratt & Whitney in the Eco Services division. We perform jet engine compressor washes for some of the major airlines in Orlando International. It's a great job. It's me and one coworker and a boss. Our boss stays out of our business. We get emails from the airlines during the day, and me and my coworker coordinate when we're going into work. And when the work's done, we go home. It's really a dream job. In working for Pratt & Whitney in the Eco Services, I typically work on Boeing 737s, Airbus A320s, Embraer 190s, a few other aircraft here and there. We have other contracts we do occasionally. My family, I have a wife of 8 years who I love, two kids, 6 years old, and a son who's 6 months old. So we had a little bit of a gap, but I'm loving it. I'm also in school. I'm working on, obviously, my Bachelor of Science in Aviation Maintenance with a minor in Safety. On top of all this, I stayed in the Air Force Reserves to maintain my retirement, which hopefully I'll one day be able to collect on. So I transferred down to Patrick Air Force Base with the Reserves, where I work on HC-130s and HH-60 aircraft. So I've got quite a background in both general aviation, government, military, and commercial. I enjoy aviation. It's my dream, and I fly occasionally. But that's pretty much it. My life is aviation and family. Thanks for listening, and I look forward to this class and hearing from the rest of you.